Right then, this is a quick walk around video for a really lovely little car. This is the Peugeot 208 GTI. This was actually a limited edition at the time, but became what was in fact the prestige car because it comes with the sat-nav, the panoramic roof as standard. Very, very nice car supplied by the local Bristol dealership, Robbins and Day. Full Peugeot service history, just 31,000 miles on the clock, and an absolutely stunning condition throughout. It really is lovely. I'll go around the car for you, but the lights and lenses on the front there completely clear and intact. I can't see a stone chip of any note anywhere on there. It really is very, very clean. The chap's kept it wonderfully, wonderfully well. Coming down the near side of the car first, just go down the panels there, but it's absolutely smooth in the panels, no indentations, no obvious marks at all. Front near side wing and alloy, again in very, very nice condition. And then carry on further down the panels itself, just very crisp, clean, no obvious marks that I can obviously mention or otherwise. Not to say that you won't find anything, because it's impossible not to find something on a used car. Near side rear alloy, again really good, just the tiniest bit of covering right on the top there which you can see, but nothing detracts. Then to come down again on this angle here just to see the panels, they're just wonderfully, wonderfully clean. Coming around the back of the car, continues the theme, colour-coded rear parking sensors, help to keep the rear bumper in lovely condition again. And then down the off side of the vehicle, which as with the near side, shows no indentations, little trolley dinks or car parking dinks at all. Near the offside rear alloy, absolutely beautiful. And continue down the panels, really is in wonderful, wonderful condition. Then finally, offside front alloy there, again absolutely beautiful. So looking at what is a lovely looking car, in absolutely fantastic condition. So coming to the boot area, again all in very, very nice condition. All the fabric's been kept really well, there's no scuffs, marks or otherwise in there. 60/40 fold on the rear seats and a very good sized boot. Just showing in the back here, rear seats in all honestly don't really look as though they've ever been used. It just looks wonderfully, wonderfully clean back there. Shows this half leather interior with the little red inserts, which looks fantastic on the vehicle. Front passenger door card looks as new, and as you can see there you've got the full manual packs put in the door pocket there as well. Footwell areas all very, very clean and tidy, and the seats themselves have been kept wonderfully well, really nicely bolstered and supportive seats. Driver's door card again, beautiful, beautiful condition. Footwell area is absolutely pristine. Obviously a full set of original mats fitted to the car. Heated seats all form part of the pack on the car. Again, driver's seat in beautiful condition again. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this section of the video, so you can see the dashboard illuminated. The dashboard looks absolutely brand new. You can see there, fully functional sat-nav system, all working exactly as it should. But all the switches, dials, all wonderful, wonderful condition. And then the main dashboard binnacle itself, I pan back here, that's kind of the positioning you get for it. Looks absolutely as new. And if I just pop that across there, hopefully you can see 31,362 miles, and there's no warning lights at all on this dashboard. Right then, this is a road test video, and this is for a Peugeot 208 GTI. And this particular car is registered BD15JDF, and mileage at the start of the road test is 31,356 miles. Reason for doing the road test is basically so customers of ours or potential customers actually get to see the cars in operation prior to coming to see us. That way, if there's any issues, you get to know about it before you come to us, which could save you a long trip, obviously. We're well aware that a lot of our customers come from not just the UK but Europe as well, so the least we can do is go to the time and trouble to do this for you. It's also done on the same very quiet country roads close to our premises, so we'd hope would be representative of what you'd feel yourself if offered a test drive on the car. Starting with the engine first in the vehicle, engine starts absolutely immediately, of course, settles to a smooth, even idle, very smooth and quiet and willing in operation. It's a really nice power unit actually, pulls very cleanly through the entire rev range, plenty of urge and get up and go to it. Worth pointing out, there's no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine, gearbox or any other part of the vehicle. Only light currently illuminated is just the low fuel light on the vehicle at this stage. Temperature gauge running is around about a half, which is exactly where it should be on one of these cars as well, and the car has been running for quite some time now. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the car is smooth, positive. Bike point is exactly where it should be on the car, so all in very, very fine order there indeed. Gearbox on the vehicle, 6-speed gearbox, and is a very, very nice gearbox to use. I'm going to be brutally honest, this is the first of this type of car I've ever driven. So, as I said, the point of the videos isn't me to give my opinion on what the car's like, but to tell you what it drives like, you know, as an example of this particular car. But I have to say, very, very impressive car. You know, feels totally different to old Peugeots of old, in my opinion anyway. But you know, the gear shift is slick, precise, nice weighty and meaty feel to it, which is really nice indeed. But it feels tight and taut in hand, and I can't imagine it feels much different from new, in all honesty. Steering on the car, even in the short time I've been in the car, is typical Peugeot. It's really, really nice. It's really positive, it's swift, seems to match the chassis really nicely actually. As soon as you turn the wheel, the whole car's going with it, but it feels really tight and taut in use. There doesn't feel like there's any slack in it, there's no obvious wear in it. There's no wheel vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit, the speeds at which I'm allowed to drive. Tracks absolutely bullet straight. It doesn't vary at all, deviate in any way. It doesn't tramline all over the place. So just feels like it's been sort of well looked after, something banging into curbs or going over lots of potholes. Chassis of the vehicle, which is obviously, you know, Peugeot's great strength, always has been as a manufacturer, feels really nice. It rides very, very comfortably for a car that's, you know, got, you know, real sporting aspirations. Very controlled ride, very well damped, but likes to change direction really, really nicely. But you feel, you know, as I said, sometimes steering can be actually too positive, and then they can make the car feel unsettled, but this just feels really, really pleasant to drive. What I'm looking for in these road tests is just any sign of any mechanical sort of noises emanating from underneath the car that shouldn't actually be there, and there's nothing at all on this. You'll hear it going over the bumps quite rightly. There's none of those horrible sort of secondary noises that is normally things like sort of rubber bush gone and a bit of a sort of clonking or banging coming from underneath. This one feels, as I said, in wonderful order, which you'd expect, you know, with such a low mileage and, you know, a full Peugeot dealership history. You'd expect it to be good, and it certainly is. Really picks up speed nicely, really does. The brakes on the car are excellent. I mean, it's sort of really positive. What I'm looking forward to hit the brakes is, does the front of the car go down nice and straight? Does it pull left or right? This one's dead straight. And again, there's no pulsing from the brake pedals, there's no vibrations coming through, so all feels absolutely spot on there. Looking around inside the car, it's in really lovely condition in here. The chap's kept it ever so well, he really, really has. And it's a very nice modern interior, and I have to say, for Peugeot, which I've criticised in the past, it feels very, very well built. There's no creaks, rattles, buzz trims, nothing like that at all. Obviously, because it's, you know, one of the better spec ones, you've got the sat-nav system there, you've got this big glass panoramic roof, all as part of the standard manufacture of the car. Because I think this was originally this was officially the GTI limited edition, which according to Peugeot, because I phoned them, became the standard model, thereafter Prestige. but you know, that's how it's registered. But it's a very, very, very nice interior, all working absolutely perfectly. Air conditioning's up nice and cold, all the gauges, every button I pressed working exactly as it should. As it says in the advert, this one also really it benefits from having the Peugeot manufacturer's warranty, which was supplied as a addition when it was used, or bought used rather, and that's until September next year, which is really quite nice. So as I said at the start of the video, the whole point of the video, as short as it actually is really just to show you the car in operation, but also to pick up on any issues there might be, no matter how small. I have to say, there's nothing to report back on this at all. It drives absolutely beautifully. It's a really, really cracking car. Having said that, if I've missed something on the video, you know, don't hesitate, do give us a call. You know, as I said, I'm not an expert on Peugeot, I'm not going to pretend to be, so if there's something I've missed which I should have picked up on, sorry, that's just the fuel light coming on, or the warning chime, then, you know, please don't hesitate, do give us a call.